You can spot me in the city, build a lobby with a sawed-off shotty screaming, drop it, this a robbery.
What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Adult. Look, I've been receiving emails upon emails from my show business partners out there asking me how I feel about Avengers Infinity War. It may be due to my Nerd Alert video. If you haven't seen my Nerd Alert video, it was... but it's a hot joint. It's a hot joint. So if you haven't seen it, go to my channel and check it out. I think it was due to that. I was getting emails and saying, hey, ShowBizz the Adult, have you seen Infinity Wars? It was that impactful where, you know, I've been requested by you, my show business partners, to discuss how I feel about that movie. I'm going to do just that with no problem. Okay, so Infinity Wars. It's the best superhero movie I've ever seen. It's the best superhero movie I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of good ones, okay? Let's say, you know, Black Panther, Civil War, Deadpool, The Watchmen, the first Superman. Like, all of these movies were amazing. Winter Soldier, I love these movies. But this was the best one, in my opinion, okay? So, real quick, if you haven't seen it, I'll put it in the title, but if you haven't seen it, spoilers. There's spoiler alert. Spoiler. Look, from here on, spoilers. So if you're not trying to hear anything, if you haven't seen the movie yet, please turn off this video. I don't want to ruin it for you. I'm assuming that if you've made it this far, you're ready to hear the spoilers. You're ready to hear everything about this movie. All right, so what I'm pretty much going to talk about here in this video is Thanos. Okay, Thanos, he drove the movie. With all of the characters in the movie, it kind of felt like a Thanos documentary, right? It felt like it was from Thanos' point of view, though you saw everyone else's point of view. And Marvel Studios, they do an excellent job with that. They did that with the Avengers. They did that with Avengers 2. They're good. They did that with Civil War. They're good at grabbing a massive amount of characters and not making it feel too jumbled and too messy, right? Or feel like they're doing too much. But I did feel like that this was a Thanos-driven movie. So let's talk about Thanos. Thanos is one of the most intriguing, so many layers on this character. He definitely has a goal. He has a well thought out plan on how to succeed in that and accomplishing that goal. The guy has compassion. The guy has common sense. The guy understands, you know, what's at stake, and he already did the math on that. I mean, this guy here is has so many layers. Okay, one thing, when I first saw Thanos and I heard his voice, and his voice wasn't gravelly, or it wasn't like Darth Vader, or it wasn't like, you know, your typical villain voice. He didn't have that. It was humanized. And I knew immediately I'm going to love this character. All right. So here's the thing about Thanos. He had a plan, a well thought out plan. He put it together, and you saw him orchestrate that plan. You saw him go and say, hey, look, I need this gem. I need this gem. I need someone to be able to construct what's going to hold this gem. And what is it going to be? Well, let me go here to the dwarves and do this and do that to get this gauntlet to figure out, you know, how to hold these gems and make it work, what to do. He knew what each of them did to pull out this massive plan, okay? And he put this road together. You know, he knew to Nebula get her memory, Gamora, you know, knowing where the Soul Stone was. Like, he put this well thought out plan together. He got his children involved. He knew exactly what to do. All right. On top of that, he did this. He created this plan with doing some data collecting, right? I mean, he went to, let's take Gamora's planet. All right, for one, he went there. He cut the population in half, and then after a while, it healed to the point of where they had enough resources. Poverty was gone. You know, all of these things. Poverty was gone. You know, now all of a sudden everybody got a job. Everybody can, you know, go to the Super Bowl. Like, everything was, all the resources, it was fruitful on that planet. That planet was flourishing, okay? And he knew the opposite with his planet, how he had his ideas. They called him a mad titan. They called him mad, and his planet pretty much went to okay? So he took that data and he said, okay, I know what to do with this. I saw when I wiped out half of the population what happened to that planet. It was bad at the beginning. I understand that, but right now it's flourishing and everyone is having a blasty blast, everyone who survives, all right? So, but the only bad thing about it is I had to deliver pain. I had to kill each of them by shooting them and their families seeing them dying and stuff like that. So he understood they have to go out quickly. The half of the universe, now let's extrapolate this into the universe. Half the universe got to go, and I need something powerful enough to make no one feel it. The people who leave, they got to just instantly vanish and they don't feel it. So to him, it was a brilliant plan. Case in point. Do you guys know Bill Burr? Do you know Bill? He has a bit that he's been doing for I don't know how many specials now. Okay, check the bit out.
A plague. It's gotta happen, and don't be afraid. It's only gonna kill the weak. You know? Seriously, put on a sweater, take some vitamins. You're gonna be fine. You gotta let Mother Nature do her thing, man. She keeps trying to help us out, and we won't let her do it.
He's pretty much carrying out Bill Burr's plan, all right? And it sounds funny, it sounds ridiculous, but okay, I have my MBA, okay, in business administration, all right? One of the things that I learned in business was, you know, resources and liabilities and inventory control, right? And you began to understand why businesses downsize. Okay, to keep the business alive, flourishing, for it to grow, sometimes you got to cut some heads. That's basically what Thanos was doing if you come from a business perspective. Now, the human side of me, I didn't like seeing Spider-Man go, Black Panther go, you know, Scarlet Witch. I didn't like seeing these people go, Doctor Strange. It was sad. But the bigger picture, all right, mission accomplished. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Thanos that makes, little things that made me say, when Thanos fought the Hulk, and how, you know, one of his children forgot his name. Anyway, he said he's just having fun. Okay, let him have his fun. And then Thanos opens up on the Hulk and whoopee. And now he permanently scars the Hulk. That was amazing. Okay? Kind of like how Clubber Lang did Rocky in Rocky 3, right? The Hulk didn't want to come back. That was amazing. Thanos' face when Captain America held his hand, you know, his finger, his index and his pinky, you know, trying to stop Thanos from just destroying him. Thanos looked at him in a way that's like, almost like, you must be smarter than, you must know you can't stop your demise. It was kind of like, you know you can't, you physically can't, and you're trying with all your might anyway. And then Thanos just caves him with a left hook, that with an overhand left. That was beautiful. And even at the very end, when Thanos sat down and the movie was over, mission accomplished, and he sat with a face of relief. He was tired. It was a long road. He had to do things on his own. Even without his children on a different planet, he's fighting, you know, all these Avengers by himself. He had to go and do things on his own. He's tired. He had to kill his daughter, the one he actually loved, to get the Soul Stone. He wouldn't be able to retrieve the Soul Stone if he didn't love her. He had to kill her. And he sat there and he just said, just in a relieving, I loved it. I loved it. He was like, number one, I don't know how many times, I could count on one hand how many times I saw that the antagonist win at the end. But to see him pleased by it and he won, that was so impactful. It was amazing. Okay, now when I left the movies, I haven't had a feeling like that since Transformers the movie. And I'm talking about the cartoon, homie. I'm talking about more than this. I'm talking about that. Okay, I haven't had a feeling like leaving the movie since that feeling when I was a little baby boy and Optimus Prime. But speaking of which, did Star-Lord kind of pulled a hot rod? He kind of hot rodded. Let's check this out.
Made of sterner stuff. No, you don't, Megatron. Out of the way, hot rod.
Get off the way, hot rod. You know what I'm saying? Star-Lord pulled that on Thanos when Iron Man is kind of like, dude, get off the way, hot rod. And it was that close. Spider-Man almost had the glove, right? And I think it's a fantastic movie. I think you do have the feeling of before Thanos and after Thanos. Personally, I wouldn't mind them being gone, though I love the characters. I wouldn't mind them being gone because I think that would take some mad balls and integrity, and it'll be impactful, and it'll be something like you've never seen before. But you know they're coming back probably by the time, Jim. And something that Doctor Strange said about that one chance out of like 14 million. Doctor Strange kind of knew that he had to sacrifice his life. He had to sacrifice the time, Jim, for the bigger picture at the end. That I think that is the one way. He saw the way to win, and I don't see him actually giving up that way due to this new guy he just met. Okay, so I think he knows. I know his homeboy, the other wizard that rocks with him, I know he probably has faith in him. I mean, there's some stuff that he kind of knows. So all in all, I think they're all coming back, but I do want this Infinity Wars to permanently impact the Marvel Universe as we know it. Another thing that was great was Samuel L. Jackson saying motherfucker, and then yo, I died laughing. But really though, there wasn't a dry eye in the house, and that's when you know you have a classic. When you're looking at comics and you're looking at these made-up characters and CGI, and you're crying. Okay, it's just like The Lion King. All right, when you've watched, I mean, don't harden up on me now. A lot of you guys were teared up looking at The Lion King when Mufasa bit it. All right, so I'm saying, you know, that's when you know that you have a classic and a great movie. Thanos may be the best character in the entire Marvel Universe cinema. He may be the best character, honestly. ShowBizz the adult. I'm out.
Spot me in the city, building lobby with a sawed-off shotty, screaming, drop it, this a robbery.